and this little chandelier section is blocked, and you either start on the right side or the left. In this game I started on the right, so I'll follow this path. One of the shield part locations is propped right here on the wall, just to the left of that bloodstain or wine stain. Next shield part location is just to the right of the sentinel artifact, propped right here against the side of this column. And the third shield part location is on the left side of the chandelier path, propped right here against this railing. Second shield part locations are in the library, so coming straight in, propped right here on this corner of the couch, right here in the broken bookshelf. And the third part location is, I'm pretty sure it's just resting on that table. I don't think it's on the chair, pretty sure it's on the table. The third and final shield part location is in the dining hall area, or the east gallery. So, just left of the grand staircase, through this little red corridor. It's propped right here on this chair, propped right here in this corner under this little lamp, or just propped in this little corner next to the white pillar before heading out into the observatory. Once you've got your shield parts, you need to bring them to this specific workbench, just in the smoking room, right there. Next, I'll show you the silver parts. First, you have your candlestick, a silver candlestick, which is located here. In here, right on this white table. Or, hang on, I've gone to the wrong side, it's on the bottom floor. So heading towards the library, the bottom floor, propped right here, next to this little table on the ground. The second silver part location is right here, resting on this table, propped up on the wall underneath this candle, or right here on this bench in the center of the wine cellar. It's a little silver plate, and that's its three locations. Your other silver part location, which is the giant vase, is right smack dead on this little red table, resting right here on the corner. And to be quite honest, I'm not 100% sure it's on its other location, but I'm quite positive it's right here on this little corner, because every time I've played it, it's on that table or right there. And like everything, they all have three places, and for the life of me, I just can't remember getting another spot for it. Alright, once you've got your silver parts, you take them down into the wine cellar, bring them to this little funky work table, and it makes melted silver right there. Once you've got your melted silver, you now need to collect charcoal, sulfur, and bat poo. Charcoal can be found at the base of any fireplace. I'm pretty sure it's only got three main ones that it comes from. Pretty sure it only comes from the master bedroom, fireplace, and the library. I'm pretty sure they're the only three spots it comes from, but it doesn't hurt to check all fireplaces. Once you've got so you get your charcoal from the fireplace, then you come out to the cemetery to get bat poo. Its spawn points for the poo are just right there on that greyish bit of ground. at the base of the tree. It's right here in this open area. But if it's not there, just walk around the grounds. Can't miss it. So that's the charcoal, the bat poo. Next you head to the other side of the building, out to the conservatory. Sulfur locations are right smack there on that workbench. Right there on that workbench. And smack there on these wrenches. Or resting there. I honestly can't remember its exact location for the third spot. Once you've got bat poo, sulfur, charcoal and the melted silver, you bring it to this workbench here to craft your silver bullets. To putting it on the first gun is free. After that it can cost anywhere from 500 to 5,500, depending on your gun and what pack-a-punch level you've got it at. Okay. Next we'll get Alistair's Folly. Alistair's Folly you can get for free by entering in the correct combination, which you can find on the map, or testing your luck and getting it out of the box. To get the symbols, head out to the cemetery, and you'll find a spawn location for it right there against under the lion on the tomb. Straight ahead on that, what are they called? I was going to say another tomb between those two statues. It's right smack dead on the center, just above the doorway, and on the side of this building. That's the blue one. Yellow symbol is found, I believe it's on that left hand side wall down this little corridor, but if you look down there you'll see it straight ahead on that end railing, or it's either that side or that side. I'm pretty sure it's the right side. You'll find it right where that little symbol is. That's for the yellow. Now the red one's a little bit more tricky. It can be found right here on this wall. So pretty much just as you enter around the corner, smack right there. You can also be found in Alistair's bedroom, right up here on the wall. You can also be found in the dining room, right above that picture frame. And it can also be found down here in the wine cellar through this wall, just above those barrels on the wall. Now back out to the conservatory for the green symbol. Be found right there on the inside of this, I'm going to say gazebo. Outside, pressed against that wall. I believe it spawns just left of a door. I don't think it's on the wall. I think it appears inside that building. Okay, once you've got your four symbols, four coloured symbols, bring it back to Alistair's gun cabinet. Hold square on each dial until you got the correct colour symbol to what you saw. Then you hold square, bada bing, bada boom. Cabinet's open. Now, a quick actually I'll do the tuning forks to unlock Pack-a-Punch. So, in the library you'll see 3 main vases that will contain this crystal. First location is upstairs on this little table. Inside this vase, on this red chest, and inside this vase on the table. What we're going to do is break the pot to reveal crystal, and kill I think 4 zombies in front of it for the soul to absorb. Once done, you'll be shown a symbol or an icon or something that represents you to go to an area. If you see a little document that looks like a will, it is inside that red chest. If you see a little dolly like you saw in my game, right there, creepy little doll. Or if you see a noose, you come down to the wine cellar. Boom, right here. This spawns a ghost which you follow, and it will take you to an item which it will destroy and reveal a tuning fork. Yeah, you've got to follow the ghost directly. You can't just skip ahead. It will only move if you're within a certain distance of it. You can either go for the items or it'll tell you to go for a painting. One of the 3 paintings it tells you to go to is right here, just pretty much at the spawn area. The first right here on the wall. I think that's the other painting it will tell you to go to. And that's the 3rd painting. Be one of those 3 paintings that you'll be taken to, and again it'll spawn a ghost. You follow the ghost to the direct passageway that you need. Again, you can't skip ahead of the ghost, you've got to follow it directly. Next, you've got the wine cellar. On this little table is where one of the vase pieces are. Right here on this little box in between the barrels. And to be quite honest with you, I think there's only 2 spots for it down here, because I don't see another vase. Anyway, again, your next vision that you'll see is going to be the perks. It's going to show Danu, Odin, Ra, Zeus. Danu, Ra, Zeus, or Odin. So you've just got to go to the spawn locations of said things. Oh my god. It's going to show one of the perk vapors. You've then got to go to said vapor to complete the quest. A spawn location is here in the cellar, showed. Out the front and the wine cellar is the same perk machine. It for some reason has 2 different spawn locations. It could be out the front or in the wine cellar. The second perk machine's out here in the garden. Now, from every game I've played, it's either here or the cemetery. It's never inside the building. So it's the cemetery or the garden. Garden is the worst one. It's a smaller area to protect. But just in case it does actually show the other ones, there's that one there as well. Now, inside that giant temple is the actual perk machine, but it spawns second you come up the stairway, or come up that stairway. You've got that whole area to defend. which is why this one's a better one. It's the second you come up that stairwell, or that stairwell starts, and all you're going to do is just kill a whole bunch of vampire zombies until one drops a tuning fork. And now for the third and final piece. Mental blank, where am I? Is in the master's bedroom. So, one location, as you can see, right here on this table. Second location is right here. Pretty sure it's either on that chest of drawer or that little one. I can't remember which one, but it's just here. And on this little table here. Now it will show you a vision of a clock. One clock it will show you is right here in the main hall. Second clock it will show you is in the dining room. Third clock is in the billiards room. All very different, distinctively different from each other, and all you gotta do is stand in glowing blue zombies until, you guessed it, the clock spits out a tuning fork. Okay. Once you've got all three tuning forks, you're ready to go to the Pack-a-Punch, which is just through this giant gate, which is blocked off by a giant red pus sack. At this point, before opening that, it is best to have silver bullets in at least one of your guns, because it will spawn a werewolf, and to get one of the parts to upgrade your Alistair's Folly, you need to kill a werewolf with silver bullets for it to drop chaos material. You also need a gun part which is hidden inside this bookshelf, which all you got to do is use your right shield to melee that open, and melee opens up. Got a gun part sitting right here. Then with your silver bullets, come here, open up Pack-a-Punch. Werewolf will spawn by leaping from that tree, then to the ground. Kill it, it'll drop chaos material. Pick up the chaos material, carry it all the way to the observatory. You chuck the chaos material into this little device. It will start mixing. Takes 10 seconds. Then this cylinder opens up and gives you the Prima material, which you pick up, bring to this workbench. As you can see, craft the Chaos Theory, I think it's called. Okay. That's the first upgrade to the Alistair's Folly. Right shield, silver bullets, Alistair's Folly, Pack-a-Punch. Next, I'm just going to skip off the Alistair's Folly. I'm going to bring you to these trees here. On these 4 trees, so this big one, a tiny little skinny one just to the right of it, a tree with the lantern on it, and then this fat tree will all have a symbol on it, reading from left, up facing triangle, an up facing triangle with a line through it, a down facing triangle, or a down facing triangle with a line through it. All you got to do is just remember them in a particular order. So you got to remember this fat tree first, that skinny tree at the back second, a tree with the lantern on it third, and this thick tree with as fourth. Once you've got your symbols, follow it all the way back to the observatory. And there'll be 4 rocks with those exact same symbols spread in this area. One will be pressed up right next to that column on the ledge. One will be just on that square pillar behind the vase here. Another will be just propped, resting right here on the railing. And another tucked away in this corner. You've got to shoot it in the exact same order as you saw on the trees. If you shoot it in the right order, a little electrical charge will come off the rock, followed by a little noise notification. If you shoot the wrong rock, all rocks will disappear and you will not be able to craft the wooden stake. But if you get all four correctly in the right order, what you then need to do is buy the machete, which is located just outside this main entrance doors on the wall. Bring the machete back into the forest to this big tree. Now on all four sides will be the exact same symbols you just saw. So be one right there, 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 and there. And again, all you got to do is just knife it. I recommend doing it in the exact same order. From what I've read and what I could tell, no one knows if you need to do it in the same order, but everyone just does it in the same order. Once they all have a slash through it, you then pull out your shield and bash the tree again and again until a branch falls out and lands here. When you pick up the branch, cart it all the way to the cemetery. Placing it here on this altar. Once it's here on this altar, all you've got to do now is just kill vampires, not vampire zombies, just vampires near this altar, and your soul will suck into the branch. Once there's enough souls in it, pick up the branch, bring it to this carving table, and you will make the vampire stake. It is a very, very good melee upgrade, because I got up to round 24 in one of my other games and it was still one-shotting every zombie and vampire. So, anyone that knows anything, the Bowie knife stops killing one-shotting them after round 9, so to have a stake, a knife that kills zombies up to round 24, super handy. Okay. Now back onto upgrading the Chaos Theory into the Alistair's Annihilator. Inside the forest you will see these little mushroom pads. With a charge shot of the Chaos Theory, shooting a zombie directly while they're over these little mounds will cause it to start digging, as granted it doesn't make the tornado. It's Chaos Theory has two. It either shoots a tornado, it sucks them, or like a little green pool on the ground and infects the zombie. If it's the green pool, it will make them dig said pile and they'll dig up a little gun part. You need that for the Alistair's Annihilator. Which I will show from here on out. In this gameplay, I fucked up the pebble step, so I was not able to build. See, digs.
Full power.
I didn't get a first shot. It's all random depending on which pile you get it out of. You just gotta keep trying. But yeah, I didn't get the zombie stake in this gameplay because I fucked up because I thought I shot the wrong symbol.
Some man is Gavin. It's the squishiness that gets me.
See, I think that's it.
squishiness that gets me.
Gun parts.
Yeah, what's this thing? Nothing? Whatever you're doing in there, hurry up. Well, don't look at me. I'm a good fake, remember?
So yeah, once you've got...
Well, it's not exactly haute couture, but I'll take it.
Okay, what I've just done there is just start the next step, which is called the telescope step. And what you've got to do for that is with the gun that has silver bullets.
I should take my stage name from Madame. Stabina. 2 on the nose, another little bloodsucker. Cool, again.
Actually, I'm jumping ahead. Stick with the gun part. What you've got to do is with the tornado charge attack.
Creeps.
Fastest volley, you should probably get the vampires caught in it.
Never go some crazy
You see, it drops this little vile bacteria crap.
Lovely.
Once you collect
Next
3
I'll
of
be
those,
collecting
this
used
tomb
bog
will
roll.
start glowing red.
Max ammo.
So as you see there, I managed to get the shotgun shot off.
Ha! Bright enough for you?
All you gotta do is just shoot the little antenna that's up the top with the silver bullet, the gun with silver.
You just don't make the cut, but you...
Bonus points.
Oh, they look kind of cute, Mr. Killen. Hands to yourself, mate. Pickle juice. Never gonna get used to that. Might grow to love it, but never used to it.
Okay. I'm skipping ahead of the gun part because I'm just doing it with the game footage. This next step of the telescope, once you've shot the silver bullet at the up here at the starting area, you see these 3 wheels, and all you're going to do to pass it is you turn the middle wheel left until, as you can see, the green light is blocked. You then move to the left wheel, also turning left until the blue light is locked. To the right wheel, also turn left until the red light gets locked. Repeat the process until it's all finished. It's locked to the next wheel. Blue light got blocked to the next wheel. That's creepy.
Well, what do you know? It worked.
All blocked. That shit looks pretty cool in slow motion. And then the beam goes all the way through.